Mid-Missouri school is closing because so many students have the flu. Officials with Newburg R-II just announced all of their classes will be canceled tomorrow and Friday. It affects the elementary and high school. And today, ABC 17's Lindsey Burning talked to the superintendent in Phelps County. And Lindsey, he says this is the first year he's canceled classes for the flu.
Marissa, the Newburg R-II Schools superintendent, says about 14% of elementary students were absent yesterday and today with the flu. And he says it's traveled to the high school with a higher percentage of high school students out today as well. Superintendent Dr. John Westerkamp says usually he would wait until the absences are at about 20% before closing the schools, but there were several other factors that played into his decision.
The real problem is that we had 20% of our elementary teachers out, and it's difficult to staff in that situation. Our bus drivers are beginning to call in sick. With our teachers, either they're sick or they have kids out sick, so they have to stay home with them.
Westerman says the Newburg R-II schools have a total of about 430 students in the elementary school and high school, plus about 40 preschoolers. He says the absences due to the flu started coming in last week and then grew significantly this week. School nurse Starless Lawson says the number of students coming into her office this year is much higher compared to the same time last December.
We have more cases actually of influenza A this year. Last year we had, of course, flu. This is the flu season, so we had children that were gone due to that, but we have noted more kids that are actually diagnosed with influenza A.
Lawson says the Phelps County Health Department hosted a flu clinic for students at the schools earlier in the semester.
It is very important to get your flu vaccination. We did have a flu clinic here, and we had about 60 kids that were vaccinated. Sometimes the strain varies a little bit, but even with that, it helps to decrease the time that you have the flu, and then sometimes it will prevent totally having the flu.
Lawson says the virus's symptoms include coughing, sore throat, temperature, headache, stomachache, and fatigue. Westerman says the schools have been cleaning and sanitizing desks daily. They also make sure hand sanitizers are readily available throughout the building, but he tells me they will do additional deep cleaning starting tomorrow, so the schools are ready for students when they come back after winter break.
Lindsey, thank you. The Newburg R-II school nurse tells us if you think your child has the flu, don't send them to school and risk spreading the virus to other students.